Now, in this testimony, believe it or not, Ghislaine Maxwell, that's Epstein's buddy, who's in prison, is going to be testifying from prison in a video, virtual testimony. I'm curious what she's going to come up with. I'm a little surprised she's still alive. You know, the Clintons are known to get to people even in prison. Let's take a look at Epstein and the missing 2.5 minutes of videotape.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot swirling around up here, Dave. Now, whether anything comes from it or not, I don't know. I'm going to sit by and watch. I've got the popcorn popped. I'm going to put my feet up and watch this thing go down.
Did you see Jack Smith at all?
Jack Smith.
Come on. That was something. I was trying to listen to it. I was busy doing stuff, and I tried to listen to it at the store, and then I got busy, and so I had to do my my day job, you know, and direct traffic.
I only saw pieces of Jack Smith.
But boy, that was fascinating stuff. I'll tell you what, James, what's his name? The guy that's the head of the committee, the old wrestler. He just nailed his butt. I mean, just complicated fraud and misuse of the law and total lawfare against President Trump and all the officials that he had tapped their phones. They were talking about Republican officials who didn't know their phones were being tapped. You know, that's illegal.
I don't see this guy getting away with it. I think they finally got enough on him.
I know they got enough on him. Where's he going to be tried? Who's going to be the judge? You know, that's the problem. If he goes to D.C., no jury's going to hurt a precious Democrat from there.
No. If he goes to trial in D.C., they'll hand him a medal and send him on vacation.
A lot of them are doing it right now.
But if you look, him and Letitia James have committed the most egregious acts. Yeah. And of course, they thought they could get away with it because they thought the Dems were going to win. Well, they didn't. And now those tables are turned. It's very interesting to me to see if there is actually justice that's going to come out of this. Let's talk about Minnesota for a minute, because this thing just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the latest estimate as of last night was the fraud may have reached $15 billion. If you recall, they were talking $9 billion for quite some time. And apparently they've uncovered some more stuff, but it gets better, even better than this. Now they're looking at Maine and Maryland. And in Maine, they're talking welfare fraud. Maryland is $501 million of unemployment fraud.
Yeah.
And this may go as high as $1.3 billion. Now, it's a little different than the way the Somalis did it in Minnesota. What happened in Maryland was folks' identities got stolen, and they were not aware of it. And what happened is one of these guys who's an innocent in this thing lost his job and went to file for unemployment insurance and discovered that he had been on unemployment for months and months and months. Well, he said, hell, boys, this is not me. This is fraud. Somebody took a look at that and said, oh, my God. Now we're talking as possible $1.3 billion. So Bondi and company are looking into that, too.
They're busy.
I think what you're going to find in a whole bunch.
I want to ask you a question right after I bring you some more news about Montana exposes $54.7 million in Obamacare fraud. It's all over the country.
I would say.
So where does this all go? I mean,
very good question.
How are they going to handle all this? Is Bondi, is she in charge? Is everybody on her butt right now? Because I know Glenn Beck has given her 5 days to straighten out, and it's now 3 days till he's going to reveal stuff.
Consider this, Dave.
Yeah,
this woman's got a pretty big staff, and she's a pretty sharp cookie.
Yeah.
But look at the enormity of what she is having to deal with, this is enormous, and every day uncovers some more stuff that she's got to put staff on. Now, I don't know how many lawyers she's got working for her, but I can tell you the ones that are working for her are working their butts off.
Yeah.
Because of they're drowning in this stuff. There is so much corruption and so much fraud and so much misuse. Where do you start? I mean, I think she's done a commendable job so far, but she needs to hire about 1,000 more lawyers and sick them on these folks.
I'm wondering why they're not giving more attention to the 1-6ers. I have a friend on, that's Mark McCloskey,
of course,
and his wife, Patricia, and he's the guy that has all these people that were pardoned, 1,538 of them, and he's lawyers to most of those. And they're not getting any recognition. They're still lying about it. They lied about it again yesterday about all those people that were killed because of these people. Most of them weren't even in the Capitol.
Yeah.
Okay, when this happened, it was a complete fraud and a setup so that no Republican would ever get elected again, especially Donald J. Trump.
You know, if I was Mark McCloskey, and note that I am not a lawyer, I'm an engineer, okay? I'm just a dumbass engineer. No lawyer in me. But if I was McCloskey, I'd be lining this thing up for a huge class action lawsuit against the United States government for what was perpetrated against the Jan 6 folks. And I got to tell you, if there's any legality to this, he'll win.
Oh, he knows there's illegality to it. He knows the FBI raided these people without warrants and broke down their doors in the middle of the night. Most of them innocent, like Ryan Singh later on. He's one of those.
Yeah. So this was so egregious that I think McCloskey will win it in any case, if he can ever get it in front of an honest judge.
Yeah.